Imagine a wheel in perpetual motion, ceaselessly turning, never tiring. This, my friends, is a glimpse into the concept of samsara. Let's embark on a journey of understanding, of discovery, of introspection. Picture a wheel, an ageless artifact of time and existence, ceaselessly spinning in the vast expanse of the cosmos. Now, imagine that this wheel is not just a simple object, but a profound metaphor for the cycle of life and existence that we all partake in. This is the story of samsara. Samsara, a Sanskrit term, paints a vivid picture of an unending cycle, a wheel of existence that is constantly in motion. It is the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, a cycle that every being, every soul is a part of. From the tiniest insect to the largest mammal, from the humblest of humans to the mightiest of gods, all are entwined in this timeless dance of existence. Each turn of the wheel, each rotation, signifies a life lived, a life lost, and a life reborn. With every spin, the wheel of samsara carries us through the joys and sorrows, the triumphs and tribulations of existence. It is a journey filled with countless experiences, lessons learned, and wisdom gained. Yet, it is not a journey without purpose or meaning. The cycle of samsara, while seemingly relentless and unforgiving, is a journey of evolution, of growth, of spiritual progress. Each birth, each death, each rebirth is an opportunity for the soul to learn, to grow, to evolve, to inch closer towards the ultimate goal: liberation, moksha, nirvana. And so, in the grand tapestry of existence, in the cosmic dance of life and death, we are all travelers, pilgrims on the path of samsara, journeying through the countless cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. We are all part of this magnificent, mystical, and awe-inspiring cycle, this cosmic wheel that spins eternally, ceaselessly, tirelessly. And so we find ourselves caught in this infinite loop called samsara. Now, let's delve deeper into this wheel of samsara, this cycle that governs our existence. Imagine a wheel, endlessly turning, each revolution a new life. This is the essence of samsara, a concept deeply embedded in Eastern philosophies. But it's more than just a cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. It's a journey of the soul, an eternal quest for enlightenment, a cosmic dance of cause and effect. You see, the wheel of samsara isn't just spinning aimlessly. Each turn is influenced by our actions, our choices, our deeds. In the grand tapestry of existence, every thread we weave has consequences, shaping not just our current life, but also our future lives. Picture a pebble thrown into a serene pond. The ripple it creates travels far, touching every corner of the water body. Similarly, each action we perform sends ripples through the fabric of the cosmos. These ripples, known as karma, determine the course of our journey through samsara. Consider a kind act, a moment of compassion. It sends out positive ripples, creating a future filled with love and kindness. On the other hand, a harmful act sends out negative ripples, leading to a future filled with challenges and hardships. This is the law of karma, the principle that governs the wheel of samsara. But samsara is not a punishment. It's an opportunity, a chance to learn, grow, and evolve. Every life we live, every experience we go through is a step towards enlightenment, a step towards breaking free from the cycle. It's like a school where the soul is the student and life is the teacher. Each life is a new lesson, and with each lesson we grow wiser, stronger, more enlightened. And just like school, the goal isn't to stay forever, but to graduate, to break free from the cycle of samsara. In essence, samsara is not just about rebirth, it's about the consequences of our actions influencing our future. You may wonder, how does samsara affect our day-to-day lives? Imagine samsara as an invisible thread woven through the fabric of our existence. It subtly shapes our perspectives, influences our actions, and guides our decisions. Whether we're conscious of it or not, this cycle of birth, death, and rebirth is an integral part of our life's narrative. Let's delve into the concept of karma, the law of cause and effect, which is inextricably tied to samsara. It's a simple yet profound principle. What we sow, we reap. Our actions, whether good or bad, have consequences. These consequences may not always be immediate or obvious, but they are inevitable. In the context of samsara, karma dictates that our actions in this life will influence the circumstances of our next life. So, if we live ethically, compassionately, and mindfully, we gather positive karma. This could lead to a better life in the next cycle. Conversely, negative actions accumulate negative karma, which could result in a less fortunate existence in the next life. But karma doesn't just impact our future lives. it also has profound implications for our present existence. Our daily decisions, from the smallest act of kindness to the largest life-altering choice, are influenced by our understanding of karma. We strive to lead virtuous lives, not just for some distant future reward, but for the peace and fulfillment it brings in the here and now. Samsara also teaches us about the transience of life. Nothing is permanent, everything is constantly changing. This awareness can inspire us to live more consciously, to appreciate each moment, and to accept life's inevitable ups and downs with grace and equanimity. In essence, samsara isn't just a philosophical or religious concept. It's a lens through which we view the world, a compass guiding our actions, and a roadmap for our spiritual journey. Thus, every action we take, every decision we make, echoes in the wheel of samsara. But what if one wishes to break free from the endless cycle of samsara? The question of liberation, of breaking free from the cycle of birth, death and rebirth, brings us to the concept of moksha. Rooted in Indian philosophy and spirituality, moksha signifies the end of samsara, the ultimate liberation of the soul from the physical confines of the body and the mental shackles of desire and suffering. Moksha is not a destination or an end goal. It's more of a state of being, a state of supreme peace and tranquility, where the soul is free from the illusion of the self and merges with the universal consciousness. It's a moment of profound understanding when we realize that we are not separate entities, but a part of the cosmic whole. So how does one attain moksha? There are several paths to liberation. The path of knowledge, or jnana yoga, involves the quest for self-realization through contemplation and meditation. It's a journey inward towards understanding the true nature of the self and the universe. The path of devotion, or bhakti yoga, is about surrendering to the divine and expressing love and devotion towards a personal deity. It's a path of emotional connection and spiritual bonding. The path of action, or karma yoga, involves selfless service and doing one's duty without attachment to the fruits of action. It's about acting in the world but not being bound by it. And then there's the path of meditation, or dhyana yoga, which involves calming the mind and focusing the attention to achieve a state of deep meditative absorption. It's a path of mindfulness and inner peace. Each path offers a different approach, but they all lead to the same destination: the liberation from samsara, the cessation of the cycle of birth and death. Achieving moksha thereby signifies the end of our journey on the wheel of samsara. So we have journeyed through the concept of samsara, unraveled its meaning, and explored its impact. We began our exploration by diving deep into the story of samsara. We uncovered that this ancient belief, rooted in the spiritual traditions of the East, centers around the cyclical nature of existence: birth, death, and rebirth. This cycle, we learned, is not just physical, but also mental and spiritual, encapsulating our thoughts, actions, and experiences. Next, we unraveled the intricate workings of samsara. We discovered that our actions, both good and bad, leave imprints on our soul, shaping our future lives in the cycle. This concept, known as karma, is the driving force of samsara, setting the stage for our continual journey of personal growth and spiritual evolution. Then we delved into life within samsara. We found that while this cycle can bring joy and growth, it can also bring suffering and stagnation. Yet the cycle of samsara is not a prison, but a crucible, offering endless opportunities for learning, transformation, and spiritual advancement. Finally, we explored the possibility of liberation from samsara. We learned that through conscious living, self-awareness, and spiritual practices, we can transcend the cycle, achieving a state of liberation known as moksha. This state, we discovered, is not an escape from life, but a profound understanding and acceptance of life in its entirety. In essence, samsara is the journey of the soul through countless cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. It is a journey marked by constant change, growth, and transformation. Yet, within this cycle, there lies the potential for liberation, the opportunity to transcend the cycle and attain a state of profound spiritual awakening. As we navigate through our own cycles of samsara, may we gain the wisdom to make choices that lead us towards liberation.